Hello, and welcome to the Quad Life. Look at these two people here. They're watching grain train in La Plata, Missouri. That one guy there looks like he's kind of losing some hair to the back of his head, but using the wheelchair there. Wonder how life is for him. Looks like he moves around, but you know what? I bet one thing that he deals with is something called muscle spasms. So that is what we're going to talk about today. And yes, I'm referring to myself in third person. I'm not completely nuts, but we're getting there. So if you want to watch this video, it will be linked, I believe, on this side up here. If not, it's on that side. But part of living with a spinal cord injury are having muscle spasms. And muscle spasms basically are tremors or uncontrolled movements of the body. So if we look here on the Mayo Clinic, you can see the first paragraph that spasticity is a form of muscle overactivity that occurs when communication between your brain and spinal cord is disrupted by a spinal cord injury, other injury, or an illness. And the second paragraph here, I agree. Spasticity has some benefits, such as increasing muscle tone. However, spasticity also may worsen muscle stiffness and cause pain, uncontrollable muscle spasms, fatigue, and other problems. Spasticity can make it more difficult to perform daily activities such as walking, sitting, and sleeping. So, muscle spasms, or as I called them when I was a young kid, was stretching. When you have a lower level injury, such as paraplegia and lower level quadriplegia, such as a C-level injury, then your primary muscle spasms are just in your legs, I would say. And as Mayo Clinic said, muscle spasms can be good in that they move your muscles or your limbs around, and that means you get some muscle tone, and it also helps with circulation. So those are good things, because if you have limbs that are never moving, then muscles don't get built up at all. However, they can also get rather annoying and cause problems. So I've had some videos that have showed me having muscle spasms, that at times they can be just small ones that, say, my arms will shake a little bit, maybe my left arm will flop out to the side, and that's basically it. Other times I've had them that my neck and my back get stiff, and all I can do is move my eyes and mouth for a bit, which is basically what I'm moving anyway, but I do need to have good head control and move around to do stuff. However, other times they get much more forceful. Just as an example, and what made me remember to do this video today, is that just a couple hours ago I was having lunch, and as usual I was laying flat here in bed, and I eat most of my meals that way, and about 3/4 the way through I had muscle spasm. Well, first my arms were flying around, so my dad was protecting the water, glass, and meal, which is over on the table over here, so that my arm wouldn't go out and knock off the floor or break the glass or anything of that sort. Well, at the same time, then my legs were also bouncing around, and it hit my table here. But thankfully, there's a pillow there to cushion it, and the pillow fell off, but all was well, or at least we thought, until I continued to spasm. My legs came up again for a second time, hit this table pretty strong, and it lifted it up so that everything that's on my table, my mouse, my keyboard, and my other stuff here, like my weight and things that are not visible right now, the camera looks like, but they all fell off onto the floor with a great crash. So muscle spasms do have their place, but yes, they also can be annoying. And I know a lot of people have pain that's associated with a spasm, and there are all kinds of different with different injuries, people can experience pain, nerve pain. Thankfully, I do not. However, I know it's a problem for many people, especially with muscle spasms. Thankfully, I do not have that. However, we try to avoid them as much as possible. For me, any type of triggers are running over bumps or even just getting touched sometimes, and any some types of clothing as well, such as footwear is a big problem for me, as I discussed in clothing video here hopefully a few days ago. But muscle spasms are a thing that have both good and bad, but it's just part of living with a spinal cord injury. But I've had some people that have seen me have a spasm and think I'm having a seizure or something. No, that's not the case. It's not a problem, just part of having a spinal cord injury. So, that is it for today's entry. Thank you for watching, and if you like watching trend videos, well, I have that channel too. It just does not get much updates, as I don't get much chance to go out. But that is all for today, and bye for now.